A brief introduction to yeast infections. Although yeast is known by many names including Candida, Manila, and thrush, all of them essentially refer to the same thing, which would be an infection caused by a type of fungus. Contrary to popular belief, it has nothing to do with a bacterial infection. In fact, yeast is really used by the body to kill bacteria and defend the digestive system. In its yeast form, the Candida albicans, the proper name for what is normally just known as yeast, is harmless, and actually helps our body. However, on occasion, there might be an overgrowth of this yeast due to various reasons. Some seem to think that it might be due to internal imbalances, others say that it could be triggered by certain drugs, stress, or other stimuli. Whatever the case, an overgrowth such as the ones we just described actually alters the Candida albicans from its yeast form into a fungi, and that makes it an entirely different kettle of fish altogether. As a fungi, Candida albicans can actually take root throughout the digestive system and cause a variety of problems. Once it has taken root, you may notice all the familiar symptoms of yeast infections, including the vaginal discharge or swelling and inflammation of the vaginal or penis areas. Granted, there are many other ways in which it could manifest itself, including rashes, itching and swelling, but the most common and widespread symptom of yeast infections are definitely those that center around your private parts. All in all, it is a very uncomfortable condition to go through, and it can even be painful and dangerous if allowed to spread too far. Mild yeast infections may subside given time, but severe yeast infections can actually lead to several other health problems and jeopardize your overall well-being. Due to this, it is not advisable to treat yeast infections lightly. Mind you, the physical side effects are only part of the problem. Many people who go through chronic yeast infections find themselves facing severe self-esteem issues due to the fact that they feel ashamed of their body and the discharges or inflammations that have sprung up. If you're beginning to feel that way, be sure to head it off, as it could lead to the onset of depression. Frankly speaking, yeast is a common yet serious issue and it needs to be dealt with. If you suspect that you have a yeast infection, the first course of action that you should take is to visit a doctor and get yourself diagnosed.